Welcome to Chef Allie's Farm Fresh Kitchen. I'm Chef Allie and I've been stirring up a love of farm fresh cooking all across my home state of Kansas for over a decade. I enjoy teaching you about food, cooking, and family farms. And from farm to fork, Kansas farmers are always working hard so we can enjoy delicious Kansas-raised food.
We are back in Chef Allie's Farm Fresh Kitchen, cooking for the holidays this time around. And this time you've got something I've never tried before, which I like when you do that because I usually like it.
It inspires you? Yes.
Inspires me to get in
I
the
like
kitchen.
that too. We are going to make a cranberry chutney. And chutney is typically a little condiment that we serve alongside meat. Sometimes we spread it over cheese. So today when we make it, we're thinking of our turkey and our ham, of course, for Christmas dinner, but we're also going to use it in a really cool way to make a super easy appetizer.
Which I love the idea of an appetizer because then nobody's bothering you while you're finishing up. They're already getting a snack.
We're going to add just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, like, about a half of a tablespoon. You can add a little bit more to that. And that's plenty hot. You can see how hot our pan got. So we're just going to swirl this around. That's one of the things about cooking with stainless steel. It gets really nice and hot really quickly, but it holds the heat really well. Now, when you add your onions, you are definitely going to hear some sizzle because that pan got super hot. But go ahead and add your chopped onion to that. And if you wanted to make this, be careful when you dump that in. I don't want you to get burned or splattered. But you've got sizzle there, girl. This is great.
Sizzle, not fizzle, you say.
That's always right because we want that browning. And what we're going to do is actually saute these onions until they're nice and translucent and softened down. And then right here I have allspice. So if you want to take that measuring spoon and add about a 1/4 teaspoon of allspice.
Okay.
And if your allspice has been in the cupboard for a little while, that really helps, this heat really helps to bring the allspice back to life. Can you smell that already?
Yeah, allspice is one of those great
aromatics.
Yes, that's what the word I was looking for.
I knew you were. So here in our tube we have fresh minced ginger. If you want to put a little squirt in there, we actually need about a teaspoon of fresh ginger.
I don't measure it?
Nope, I'm going to guide you. Okay. So go ahead and just do a squirt, a little bit more. Perfect. All right. So this provides the foundation of our chutney right here, and what we want to do is cook these until they're nice and clear, soften down. But for the sake of TV, what we're going to do at this point, we're going to go ahead and add 1 whole bag of fresh cranberries to this. Okay. And
oops. I always have to make a mess when you're here.
You're doing great.
Never fails.
This recipe also calls for a cup of granulated sugar. And then right here I've also got 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. So this is going to give us that sweet, sour flavor of chutney. And what we will do for this is we will just cook this until our cranberries cook down and this mixture actually looks like that. Okay?
Oh, about how long does it take to get like
Not
this?
long at all, about 15 minutes is all. And the fun part when you're doing this, as you're simmering this, you're going to start hearing your cranberries pop, pop, pop as they're cooking down. But we want it to thicken and get just about like that. So you can serve your chutney in a little pretty dish like this on your holiday table. I think that just looks so pretty. But what I'm going to have you do, Miss Amanda, is right up there I have a bar of 8-ounce cream cheese that I've put here. And if you want to take that spatula, maybe if I set this here, you can actually reach that better. There you go.
Okay.
Just spoon some of that chutney right over the top of your cream cheese, any old which way you want.
To spread it or just lay it out there?
Well, however you want to do it, but we're always talking about how fun it is to cook rustic type dishes because when they look comfortable, it makes people feel comfortable when they come to our home. And so if it's casual like that and rustic, spoon that on down over the sides if you want to. Really have fun with it. Have fun with your chutney, Amanda.
Make a mess.
Yeah, there you go. And then over there, I have some chopped pistachios that you can sprinkle right over the top. This not only gives it color, but it also gives it a little bit of crunch, and so you have some nice mouthfeel as you're eating this appetizer. And then in your bowl, right there. We
Yes.
have some nice wheat crackers, and so how I would serve this is to just sprinkle those, and you can go ahead and do it all around the outside.
I would do
go
it.
ahead,
I
yeah.
would do it however you do it, Chef Allie.
There you go. All right. And then boom, you set this down on your appetizer. Use a nice little spreader, a holiday spreader that looks like Santa Claus or whatever. But look how pretty that is and how easy that was to create. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the color.
Perfect for the holidays. And we have wheat crackers there, and I know that you know that Kansas, of course, is known for being the wheat state.
Of course.
But there are 3 states in the United States that provide 1/3. 42 states grow wheat in the United States, but there are 3 states that provide 1/3 of all the wheat. Do you know what they are? Kansas, of course.
Right.
North Dakota, Montana. I did not know.
North Dakota,
Those 3
Montana.
states provide 1/3 of all the wheat grown in the United States. The recipe for both the chutney and the appetizer are going to be at Chef Allie's Farm Fresh Kitchen. So go there to get that recipe. And also, please be thankful for Kansas farmers and ranchers this time of the year for the holidays as you sit down and gather around the food. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't get to eat so great.
Yes, we love our farmers.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's time to try the dip. So go to Chef Allie's Farm Fresh Kitchen, and we've got it on Mom's Every Day too.
Dig in. We're the Kansas Farm Food Connection. Kansas farmers and ranchers who are proud to put wholesome and nutritious food on your table. It's our mission to connect farms to families and families to farms through education and firsthand experience. Together, we're raising Kansas.